Hello again and welcome to Schnozzcast, another episode. Here we are again. Bob and Cory and Nick. Todd Dillon is out on extra special assignment for his special lady friend. Cory, how are you, sir?
Oh, hello there.
Nick?
How goes it?
It goes well with me, sir.
Yeah? Oh, hey. You motherfucker. That's my line.
But you went first.
So?
Some would say you missed your chance.
Missed opportunities.
Oh, because I said, oh, hello?
Yeah? You opted to go in a different way.
Oh, this is bullshit.
So you took a little artistic license, and you were upset.
Shut the cast down. That's it.
That's it. Thanks, everybody, for another episode of Schnozzcast. No, we wouldn't do that to you. We would, actually.
40-second episode.
A 40-second episode. Who else on the internet would have the balls to do an episode that's only 40 seconds?
I honestly feel like we've discussed this before, and you did find a podcast that was like a 1 minute, 20-second podcast.
Yeah.
Every episode they release is a minute and 20 seconds.
So I let it go then. I'm like, well, it's been done before.
We have painstakingly tried to make sure that our Fireball makes it to the freezer, only to pour it into shot glasses and sit here and editorialize some bullshit. Yeah. Let's do a shot.
All right. So, before we get into the housekeeping, as Nick has said on many an occasion, this is a drinking podcast, so we'll have a shot from time to time. So we are doing Fireball. You may say, what? I'm not doing that. That's fine. Pour yourself a good shot and join us.
Whatever you might.
By the way, Andy Maritet said last time we could do a shot of coffee instead. He said, yeah, I'd rather go fucking cut the lawn. I said, okay.
I was trying to figure out what he was saying there, and I couldn't.
Andy, go cut the lawn.
Yeah.
I couldn't make heads or tails of it, so.
Cheers.
I don't know if he was talking about movies or if he was talking, because that was during
I'm pretty sure that's what he meant, because he went coffee, ? And then he was like, yeah, I'd rather go outside and cut the fucking lawn. Which Andy does not care for cutting the lawn. So.
Oh, dude, it's lethargic.
Wow. Fireball with Elk Brewing, PB, and J-Lee. Not a good combination. I feel like there's... I've got...
A cinnamon sandwich in your mouth?
Yeah, and
Bob?
I can't get the words out.
Lethargic?
Did I say what?
Cory said lethargic.
Oh, did he? Well, we don't have the fucking jar.
Cathartic.
It doesn't matter.
Right
God
here.
damn it.
It's
lethargic.
Lethargic or cathartic?
Cathartic.
One of the two. It's not whatever he said. It's one of those other two
Cory,
things.
I'm running out of room, man. I've heard this is the fourth one.
All right. Can we make
an
an agreement that whether it's that jar or some other jar, that next weekend, when I'm not here, you guys will start officially.
You're not here.
You will start officially the mispronunciation jar.
Yeah, as long as I get like $10 worth of change.
I'll even get Lori to print a label with her brand new label maker.
So far, ladies and gentlemen, we have from tonight, misimpersonation, explanation point.
Again, it has to be during the show and during this show.
Exnade and lethargic.
That's what I'm saying. We should be doing this because it would pay dividends very quickly.
Dude, my AT&T bill would be paid like within 2 podcasts. That would be amazing.
Wait, is Nick getting all the proceeds from this jar?
Yeah, I was going to say, how do we decide?
We never talked about that.
I mean,
where the proceeds go.
Do you know how much fucking extra electricity, extra internet, extra toilet paper, and paper towel that is used in this house because of you guys?
Does it total the cost of a mixer?
Not quite.
Okay. So
I mean,
next
300 episodes, might be close. I don't know. I don't know.
Gina says hello.
Hello, Gina Vlasblom.
Gina
what?
I'd like it to be known that's the first time I've actually attempted to pronounce her name correctly. And I'm proud that I did.
I feel like you've tried before.
No. It's always been a tongue-in-cheek, Vlasic Pickles, blah, 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 blah.
It's Dutch, isn't it?
It's Scotch-Romanian.
Okay.
That's what I was told.
Scotch-Romanian?
Yeah.
I didn't know those two countries were close to each other.
Or it's Comanche Indian, one of the two. But regardless.
I thought it was just hard to pronounce.
I think it's Dutch.
It goes without saying. But I just pronounced it, so it can't be that hard.
You did. How did that go again?
Vlasplam.
I don't know. Gina's going to have to weigh in on that. I don't know if that's exactly correct or not.
She can weigh in all she wants. It's Vlasplam.
She told me the M was silent. It's Vlasplo.
I think I 100% got it correct.
Didn't you used to say Vlasplo?
Yeah.
She said Dutch. She said Dutch is more like it.
Yeah. That's what I said. Dutch.
See, that's...
There you go.
Yeah, I don't think you mentioned Dutch in there at all.
I said, isn't she Dutch? And he said Scotch Romanian. Those two countries border each other.
Well, you've got two parents, so one Scotch, one... This is all genetics, Nick. I think you went to school. You get it.
Yep. Sure.
All right, so if you're new to the podcast, thank you for joining us. If you'd like to hear the genealogy of all of our listeners, we'll get into that in just a minute. But in the meantime, you can find older, previous great episodes of the Schnozzcast. I think this is going to be 243, 244, something like that. Doesn't matter. It's a lot. There's a lot more that you haven't listened to, so go find them out anywhere where you can get a podcast. You can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Schnozzcast. You can email us at schnozzcast@gmail.com, or you can call or text us anytime, day or night, including Gina Vlasblom right now, Gina Vlasblom on 618-SHOCKER.
On the Shocker.
That's right.
Sadly, Todd is not here to follow that up today.
Well, normally I do Bebe, and then he does Shocker. That's his staple.
Normally.
And he doesn't get mad when I impersonate him.
No, he's one of the few. Cory, you had something you wanted to share.
Oh yeah.
And
so
I'm gonna give you the mic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I discuss. So you know how people, even scientists, will say that there's a lot connected in your body. There's a lot of different stuff that's connected.
You're going somewhere.
Oh, we are.
All right.
So when you start with scientists will say,
I love this already.
It can only be followed by something that is incredibly deep and absolutely clinically proven.
And factual.
I'm so excited.
Factual.
I'm so excited for this right now.
110% factual. So when you get poked in your left eye and you feel something in your right foot.
What?
That's your.
No. I had an experience.
That's your scientists will say.
Yeah. So.
Just so I understand.
Along those lines.
Phantom poking.
This is the way you start.
No, not phantom poking. Actual poking.
Scientists will say, when you get poked in the left eye, you feel it in your right foot.
Yep.
Yeah. Wait, is it the left foot, right foot?
No, it's the opposite. So if you get poked in your left eye, you feel it in your right foot.
Gotcha.
Things kind of get crossed, right?
No, not right. You're telling us.
This is
don't
science.
say right ? Because you said scientists have said.
No, I said they will say. I didn't say they have said.
So not only are we supposed to believe future
God.
scientists, we have to believe your prognostication abilities.
Gina says, scientists.
I put it up there.
Science.
This is science.
Science.
She does have a very good point, though. We should do another shot of Fireball.
Oh, my God. Mm-hmm. I just lost so much fluids.
But so where I'm going with this, that science will back me on.
Okay.
In the future.
At some point, I might have to be part of this study. But so
in the year 3000,
Danielle was getting ready in the bathroom, and she was really close to the mirror doing some makeup stuff or whatever. And I could see I had an eyelash or an eyebrow that was hanging down, and I'm it's bothering me. I gotta shave it off before we come over here.
If you had an eyebrow that was hanging down, please let us know, because that sounds like some sort of medical condition.
It was.
It was like Bell's palsy.
It was just kind of drooping in front of my eyelid.
Yeah, I can't. Can you do without your finger? That's not bad. All right, keep going.
So I went in the bathroom, and I was kind of over her shoulder trying to look in the mirror. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I have an eyebrow that's out of place," and so I thought I found it.
Hold on. Are you trying to say eyelash?
No,
or an eyebrow.
Eyebrow.
Your eyebrow is
hair.
a whole, is
right.
many hairs
there are
together.
hairs in your eyebrow.
Right.
Yeah,
but it's single one.
You don't, an eyebrow
So that's an eyebrow hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have your
Not
entire
an
eyebrow
eyebrow.
hanging down in your eye.
I thought I was clear about that. Was I
No,
not?
no.
Okay, an eyebrow hair.
You said
There
I had
you
an
go.
eyebrow
There you go.
in my eye.
Yeah.
Oh, an eyebrow hair. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Okay,
All right. We're just trying
That's
to
why
follow.
I said
Okay.
it.
We're just
It
trying to follow what the scientists are going to say.
It sounded like you
in
need to
the
go to the
future.
hospital if your eyebrow
Oh
is
yeah,
in
yeah.
your
No,
eye.
no, I was not having a stroke.
Okay.
If this isn't our highest rated episode ever, I think we should fucking quit.
I think the title should be science with an exclamation point.
It's already been done.
Yeah. I can make that. Yeah, I'll make it happen.
We already had that title.
Science?
Yeah. Like episode
Nope.
32.
I'm going to nope.
Yes.
Nope. I'm gonna prove
So-
you wrong right now, sir.
All right, so eyebrow hairs are hanging
Eyebrow
in
hair.
there.
I had one hanging down. I'm like, I got to take care of this before we come over and do the show. So
Uh-huh.
found it, took my little beard trimmer, knocked it out.
Fuck you. It was episode 58. God damn it.
Thank you.
Damn it.
How
So-
did we name an episode Science? What the hell were we talking about? Showering with your socks on, Joe's underwear selection routine, and the Schnozzcast hosts immortalized as sandwiches. That doesn't sound like there's any science baked into that whatsoever.
You're the one that came up
If
with
we
it.
can only find the person that titles the episode.
Exactly.
Yeah, that son of a bitch is fired. Anyway, go ahead.
So I'm like, all right, got it, knocked it off. She's like, you have another one that's kind of like sticking out. And in the mirror, I couldn't see it because it was still in line with my other eyebrow hairs,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like sticking straight out. And so I was like, well, can you grab it for me? She's like, yeah, hang on, let me grab the tweezers. So she grabbed it with the tweezers and she pulled. The second she pulled that eyebrow hair, I immediately farted like you would not believe. It was,
Not coincidence?
I don't know.
No,
You don't know?
no, you,
Now,
okay,
I
so
had just ate a big vat of chili and then
No,
said, could you please pluck
I
my
literally had
eyebrow hair?"
nothing to eat.
okay, I don't think this is touch you in the eye and feel it in your foot science. I think this is the phrase of someone scared the shit out of you. Things contract, and when
Your butthole contracted.
when you're scared, it's like
No
when you're
gas
doing
in your-
when you're
in
doing
your-
when you're doing a sit up, or someone pushes you in your stomach or something like that. Things like that happen. So it was probably the pain that caused you to wince, which caused that sort of spasm reaction.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to start some tests on this. Have her
Scientists will say.
have her pluck some other eyebrows out and see if I fart every
I
time.
still don't know what the
think you should.
scientists say.
Oh, they will say if you pluck an eyebrow, you fart. That was.
I'm apologizing to everyone that's just tuning into the show for the first time. I apologize.
There's nothing to apologize for. If anything, we should apologize for every other one of the 247 episodes before this one
yeah.
for them not including things like this.
Dude, so apparently, if you pluck my eyebrows, I will immediately fart.
I will tit for tat you on that, sir.
Okay, let's hear this.
Oh God, not the face hairs.
Yes.
Shut up, Gina.
Not
No
the
one.
face
Why?
hairs.
What?
Can we block her somehow? These comments coming through.
What? I'm not even watching the chat.
I know. I think it just hurt, and that was your reaction. Well, Gina, if it was, it's science.
Well, do you know what her degree's in? Maybe it's science. Maybe she has a science degree.
Maybe she's an esthetician.
What he said.
Oh, esthetician?
Esthetician.
That's a really. I wouldn't say that again if I were you, unless you had a dollar in your hand, because you're not going to say it correctly.
Okay.
I'm not even sure how to pronounce it, but I'm sure that was
Well, okay. He told
All right,
me.
double
He
English
told me a
major.
word
Sure that
didn't
wasn't
exist.
it.
He told me a word didn't exist outside, and I
Which
looked
word?
constringent, and it was definitely a word. And he's like, I guess I learn something new every day.
He said it was definitely a word after he, on his phone, without my knowledge, looked it up on a webpage I didn't see. So that's all I know.
It's called Google.
I only
look it up.
I only used both of my English degrees to determine it wasn't a word, and he went to a random webpage
Random.
and decided
The most
that he was correct.
Constringent from
Wait, hold on. What page are you on?
Wiktionary.org.
Nope. So it's a misspelling in a dictionary, and that is not correct, and I give it no quarter.
Comparative, more constringent,
Now,
superlative.
Go to dictionary.com.
having the quality
go
or
to
contracting, binding, or
dictionary.com.
compressing quotations.
I'll
It's like
say
dictionary spelled correctly.com.
I would say, or Webster's or something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, not whatever.
We don't have time to be doing this on the show.
moving on.
We don't have
Moving
time to do this
on.
on the show.
I am correct. Not
No,
a
he's-
word.
No, he's not.
Anyway, yeah, it was a couple of weeks ago, and look, when you get to be in your 50s, fucking hair is going to start growing out of places that the hair did not grow before, And when you're dating somebody, they want to make sure that when they, when you're squaring about town, this is just the movement you make when you're squaring about town.
When you guys are going to the hoedown?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
At the hoedown, you want to make sure you don't look like the wolf man. So they have a vested interest in making sure that you don't have like crazy hairs growing out of places where crazy hairs shouldn't be growing, especially on your face.
I get it.
So we're hanging out in my living room in the middle of the day, sun streaming through the windows. And we're sitting next to each other on the couch, and she looked at me in a light that she probably hadn't looked at in a while because it was bright sunlight just streaming in the middle of the day on that sort of witching hour of like, if you're going to try to spot some stray hairs on someone's face, this is the perfect opportunity.
For those of you that don't know, Bob is normally a vampire, and he keeps all his curtains shut
absolutely.
and locked
100%.
during the day.
Yeah.
So when Lori comes over, he actually has to open them.
I have to, yeah.
There's light that comes in the house that he's never seen.
I'm like,
hit that house before.
So at some point, we're watching the football game. Again, Marion, what? Constringent. Fuck. All right, you win. Merriam-Webster website. So. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Can't say no to that.
Nope, not at all. So I said something. She looked over my way, replied, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Come here," and pull over. And she's like, "Yeah, I gotta pluck this." I'm like, "All right, well, I'll go get the tweezers from the bathroom." And she fucking.
I've heard this story.
I don't know if I told you this or
Yeah,
not.
you did. Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yep.
Where was the hair?
The one was on your high cheek, I think you said.
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Go ahead.
She started to, she came around my eye, and then she pulled it. And I was like, fuck. Now, if you've never had, I think dudes generally don't. Does Danielle pluck with tweezers hairs from your body in any way?
Well, as we just discussed, she plucked the one from my
Just the
eyebrow.
one, okay. So that made you fart.
Yeah.
This one did not make me fart, but it fucking hurt to the point where I like started to tear up.
Oh, yeah.
And she showed it to me, and it was like easily an inch long. And I'm like, wow, good thing I'm going to get a haircut in next week, and she'll trim my eyebrow. She's like, that didn't come from your eyebrow. I'm like, well, where did it come from? She's like, your eyelid. I'm like, where am my eyelid? She's like, right about here. I'm like, what the fuck? And I had to get up and walk around and start to think about my life and what I'm doing here and why I'm even walking the earth as a monster amongst normal people. And I thought I'd share it with you guys.
I have seen under the podcast like every now and then.
Well, that's exactly what I thought. I'm like,
every now and then you'll
times,
have one like right here,
right?
Yeah,
yeah.
It'll be like this long too,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, "What? How did you miss that?"
Yeah, and I've chosen on the weekends to spend my time as a half werewolf underneath the bright lights of a podcast.
No, so
there's that.
I feel your pain because I remember.
Do you feel my pain, Cory?
No, because I remember the first time, and again, my hairs are starting to go higher and higher on my cheekbone,
up toward your eyeball.
Yeah, and I'm
Right.
like, I didn't have these when I was younger. I just had my normal beard line.
Yeah.
And that's all I had to worry about.
Right.
And now, after 3 days, I'm like, yeah, there's all these little hairs up here that you got to shave off. But the one time, the first time I knew, I'm like, okay, this is getting out of hand. Crystal was cutting my hair, and
She said hi, by the way. I saw her on Friday.
oh, did you? Okay. I called her, and she still hasn't called me back.
I think she must fucking hate you then.
She just
Probably.
wants to say hi. She doesn't want to talk to you.
It might be true.
She just wants my money and a haircut.
Whoa.
There is that.
God damn it. After all these years, Crystal.
Okay,
So she got done with my hair, and she would normally kind of like trim your eyebrows up and all that, just to
Yep.
make you look all kept and
Presentable.
together. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Not like a hideous creature.
right. And the one day, I felt the clippers go in my ear.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm sorry, Crystal. What? She's like, oh, you're getting older. You're starting to get hairs inside your ear. I'm like, oh, I'm not that old, Crystal. She's like, oh, you should get that. They're there. I'm like, okay.
and you had to take a walk around and take stock of your own life.
And I'm
Been
like,
there, my friend.
and I'm like, if you ever do that again, you've been cutting my hair for 22 years. If you ever do that again, I will never come back and see you.
So
What?
Hold on.
You don't want her taking care of you?
gave her.
It
Bob,
It was a knee-jerk reaction.
Knee-jerk reaction, 100%.
two things.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Two things.
Yeah.
One,
Yep.
who's a yababa? Huh? You making the jokes? I cut of the hair.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, I
You would
fucking
know
figured.
Seinfeld.
And also ear puberty, knuckle puberty. It never ends. You got to be vigilant.
Also Seinfeld?
George.
Yep. You got
He
the
says
Thank God.
as
of
you
that
get
one.
older, he's
Yeah.
like, what is with the fucking puberty all over? Like, it's constant. Now it's on your face. Now it's in your ears. Now it's on your hands.
As relatable as it is, I still hate it.
I know you hate it, but there's no laugh track here, so I'm trying
problem,
to give you the good
problem
bits.
is that shit now, it's not going to stop. It's only going to get worse. I mean, you've hit the threshold, but now you are clearly like walking into the mansion. Like there are many rooms to explore in this mansion. It's going to
dude.
get worse. The best thing you could do is to ask her to fucking ask Danielle, not Crystal.
Well, I've
to
not seen
pluck-
Crystal in
pluck
some
that
time
shit.
now.
with tweezers instead of shaving them, because when she shaves them, then they're gonna be,
That
yeah.
So that's a wives' tale as far as it growing back thicker and
no,
more.
it's not that they don't go thicker. It's that if you have a hair that is good, like the one that she shaved in your ear.
I'm starting to get nauseous.
So we'll make this quick.
Yeah.
60 seconds. It has a very fine tip, but if you shave it, it becomes a blunted tip on that.
Right, you want to take it out. You want to take the follicle out.
You want it to exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you do that enough times, then it will not grow back, at least
Right.
for a long, long time.
Yeah, hence why like waxing is better than shaving,
Yes.
because it.
Of certain areas.
Well,
And something to look forward to. What are the two things on your body that constantly grow through your entire lifetime?
Fingernails.
not true. Your skin recedes, and as it dries up, your fingernails do not grow
is
anymore.
hair and fingernails is not true. That's true. Damn it. Yeah, the skin shrinks up and it gives the appearance that the hair is
Your
longer.
nose.
Correct, is one of them.
Your ears.
Yes. You ever see old people with giant ears and giant schnoz?
Dude,
So
my,
if you don't like the size of your ears or your nose, too bad. They're just going to get bigger.
my dad wasn't even that old, and he had gigantic ears. So I could if he made it to 80, holy shit,
My grandfather's ears
Oh.
are like huge.
he would have been able to fly away.
I'm telling you. Luckily, Bob has small ears, and Bob
So he's got room to grow.
he's got room to grow. But
When you have a
Bob
big biscuit head.
Bob,
it's
Bob
easy to
has
say.
Bob has the ears that are like with like a false lobe. So Bob's ears actually
Can
attached.
I
to
just
his-
saw that.
attached to his face. There's no. There's a lobe, but
You guys got the lobes. You don't have the. Attached.
I don't know.
we don't have the attached. No,
Do I not?
yours is not attached.
Okay.
Bob's is attached like right to his head.
Yeah.
Look at big
Oh,
lobes.
yeah, I can't do that.
Big lobes.
So like Bob would not. Well, wait, he did. I think he did though.
He did what?
Because I was just about to make a comment
You can say.
with the attached lobes.
Yeah.
You don't look as good with an ear piercing, but didn't
I looked amazing.
I thought you had your ear pierced. I was like,
I did. I still have the hole.
Oh, they're still there.
and that's how I'm like, holy shit! Before I say this, I think he might have had it pierced.
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
It's been 30 years, but yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I can still put one through there. You give me a little piece of cardboard behind there or a fucking potato? Absolutely.
Gina wants to know what this grooming show is. The next show going to be shaving your balls.
Yes, it will be.
She's just mad because I correctly pronounced her last name.
That's why she's mad.
Yeah. All right, Cory, let's get to it. Oh, let's get to the shot first. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I think we mentioned already that we're a drinking podcast as they do another shot, so you should probably join us unless
Why
you're
not? And we're doing
unless
Fireball.
you're a baby.
If
and
you're
you don't feel like it.
if
Oh,
you're
bitch.
Yeah.
if you're
I didn't want to.
If you're a little bit outside the continental United States, we're doing Fireball. It's cinnamon. It's delicious. Cheers.
And Gina said you did not pronounce it correctly.
Are you serious?
That's what she
I
just
told
said.
you the M is silent.
So Jeannie needs to call into the shocker line,
Vlas Blue.
and we'll
you.
we'll Bluetooth her to the phone,
What? We can what?
to the mixer. We'll Bluetooth the phone to the mixer.
What are we
We'll
doing?
take the phone and we'll connect it to the mixer. It doesn't matter. She won't call. All right, Cory.
No, hang on. Before you get to that.
Yeah.
Scientists have said.
There's more?
More science?
No, there's more of me going to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Oh, got it. Perfect. All right, let's do a question, Nick.
Existential.
Cory's running back from the bathroom. Let me put the graphic on. These motherfuckers. Well, you walked away from the bathroom and left us holding the bag. I got to do something.
All right. So for this installment of Nick's Existential Question, we apologize on the delay with the graphic. On this installment of Nick's Existential Question, we're going to be a little bit more lighthearted.
Oh, thank Christ.
If you had to cancel one day of the week forever, take it out of the lineup. Take
One
it out.
of the 7 days?
One of the 7 days of the week. You had to. We're saying, hey, listen here, Johnson. We've got to take one of these days out of the Roman calendar, or Mayan, or whatever the fuck it is.
Aztec, I think.
Yeah, sure. And we got to take it out. It's getting too hectic. Work weeks are too long. You can take any day of the week. We have to take a vote on this. Excuse me. What day of the week is that going to be, and why?
You want me to go first, or you want to go?
I mean, yeah, I would like you to go first.
All right. I'm going to say, this probably has changed in my life a couple of times, but today, currently, it is Wednesday.
Wednesday. Hump day.
Because, it is Wednesday's the bane of my existence. It is the day that things are going to be the worst because the week's almost half over, but it's not. And because it's not, shit's going to get ugly. Like when you have a bad Monday, you can be like, well, it's fucking Monday. I got a whole week left. Of course today sucks. It's Monday. It would have sucked even if it was good. When you have a bad Friday, you can be like, all right, Friday's bad, but it's the last day. And after, you're literally looking at the clock going, I only have a few hours, and they don't have to talk to these motherfuckers again for another 2 days. But Wednesday, if I could remove Wednesday from the calendar, jump immediately from Tuesday to Thursday, that is the best scenario I can possibly imagine.
So you would remove Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah.
So mine, knee-jerk reaction would definitely be Monday. But if you remove Monday, then Tuesday becomes Monday, and then the cycle just keeps on going.
Wait, are we removing it and then removing everyone's memory of that day at all?
No, we're not removing the memory of it.
Well, so Tuesday doesn't become Monday.
Yeah, of course it will, because the start of most 9-to-5ers, most work weeks are Monday. In America, the start of the work week is Monday.
Yes,
and
but
we don't
the
like
week
Monday
is now
because of that.
1 day shorter,
right?
And
So Tuesday becomes the start of the work week, which is still in and of itself becomes Monday.
But which also means that you don't have that Monday feeling anymore because you know that it's going to have a Tuesday feel.
Yeah, but I like Tuesday, and now once Tuesday is the start of the week.
Okay, I should have asked that. Well, what day of the week do you like the most first? And I would have now understood the answer.
So, even so, I will still say Monday because to play the devil's advocate, when you have a shortened work week, and you're only excited because the week is shortened, but when you come back and let's say Monday was a holiday, it was Martin Luther King Day or something like that, that you're not going to work on Monday, and you come in on Tuesday,
sure,
you don't feel the way you do on Monday. You don't. It's just not you because you're like, well, at least this week has 4 days instead of 5. So I don't know if that would lose its luster after a certain point in time if Mondays were just that non-existent.
I think unless you're taking out a Saturday or Sunday, all of us in our answers are going to be able to say, hey, at least I got a 4-day week out of instead of 5.
Yeah, but eventually after hundreds of years, that's probably going to go out, by the wayside.
Yes, if my answer lives in people's memories for hundreds of years, that is true.
I'm saying it's not Bob Rankin's answer. It's right now. This is happening. You are making.
He's saying it's science.
We are making
it's
this.
Science.
Scientists have said that if you remove one of the work weeks, no. So mine would be Monday. Yours would be Wednesday. We can double dip if you have a good point, Cory. What do you think?
So, I'm on board with Bob. That was my first reaction was Wednesday because as of right now, I get where you're looking in the future a little bit. As of right now, I have Mondays off, so that's a great day for me.
In the year 3000. I didn't see that coming.
Well played. So yeah, I already have Mondays off, so I don't want to get rid of a Monday. And And like Bob's like Friday, you're like, okay, well, it's going to be the start of the weekend and everything's going to be going good. Thursdays, to me, like it's Thursday at work is not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, it's the middle of the week. You want shit to be done. And then I'm also assigned the worst shit at work on Wednesdays. So
it's difficult for someone like Cory, like now that, I've got a more,
he works Tuesday through
now that I've
Saturday.
got a more typical schedule, it's easier for me to answer that question. For you and for me included, in the past at least, we were in law enforcement, and so we always had
jumped around.
We always had, we might have a Thursday, Friday off. We might have a Tuesday, Friday off.
Right.
So we don't have that like ingrained in us, like that Mondays are the devil. But now that I Monday through Friday. And so does Bob, obviously. But he has his reasons for Wednesday. But
I work today, bitch.
That's
the problem.
Cory, you could in 2 years from now, you could be at a totally different place.
100%. But doesn't that also mean that you're Tuesday through Saturday? Does that mean that your Wednesday is actually Thursday?
Yeah.
For me, technically, yes.
But you still going with the Wednesday?
I would still go with Wednesday, dude. Because Saturdays I work from home.
Yeah.
And hopefully coming up very soon, Tuesdays will also be working from home.
Oh, are you working really hard on that? I can't make it to work on time, boss. Shit. She's going to give it Tuesdays as well.
Oh. Put a little highlight in. Put a little highlight in there so I can edit that out.
Oh, okay.
So
she doesn't watch this
hold
show.
on. To go back around real quick. And I'll start it out.
We're a comedy podcast.
We also want to know favorite day of the week. I'm going to start it. I'm going to say Friday is my favorite day of the week, not because of typical reasons. My Friday was always because my family got together on Fridays. Friday night was a big thing. I mean, it just I can see it. The name Friday night in lights. I mean, it was huge. It was just a huge day, and so that's why. I mean, obviously, it comes with all the other things that Friday is fantastic. Why Friday is fantastic, But for me personally, Friday was just we got together, we had good food, so. How about you?
I'm gonna go with Thursday, and I'm gonna tell you why.
I love Thursdays.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I do love Thursdays.
Thursdays are great. The problem with Thursday is it
it's an audio podcast.
This is my favorite day, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just realized this. The problem with Thursday, I'm like, wait a minute, this is your favorite day. Why would you have a problem with Thursday?
You know what I just realized?
Yeah, that I
something's taking effect.
No, not yet.
I think it is.
Not for me, it isn't.
Well, for someone it is.
Okay, so sorry.
Oh, you guys were earlier than me.
Yeah.
Though. Oh, Jesus. So I've got like 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
I've got 5 minutes?
Listen, looky here, man. So now that I remember what the question is, Thursday is my favorite because it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter what happens on Thursday. You could punch me right in the face on Thursday. You could give me 10 new projects on Thursday. Whatever you give me is not going to get done until Monday. It doesn't matter. Nothing happens on Friday. So Thursday is like Friday in training, but it also means
it really is.
So Friday, you already know Friday is awesome.
Yeah, it's
right?
going to be great.
Half of your office is gone. Most people are like, I feel like taking off. Oh, I'm sick on Friday. It's a skeleton crew on Friday.
Do you ever notice
Thursday? Hold on. Thursday is the day where they're gonna try to pile a bunch of shit on you. They're like, we're still working. It's not Friday yet, and they're trying to make your day harder. But if you could just ride it out to the end of the day until 5:00, if you're lucky enough to stop at 5, that the next day's fucking bullshit. It's Friday. You don't have to do anything they ask you to do until Monday. That's why I love Thursday.
Do you think that? No, and I apologize. I stepped on your toes.
No, you're fine.
Isn't it funny that we let our guard down on Fridays so much, commercially or business wise speaking? Like, I know personally, and not going to say where I work or whatever, but in the past of places that I've worked, and especially now, like it is socially acceptable when all of a sudden you normally leave at 5 and you have managers and bosses and things like that all of a sudden like at 3:45 are like, all right, you guys have a good weekend. And nobody bats an eye. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, well, it's a Friday. Of course you're getting out of here early. I mean, nobody cares about that. Like, had you, like, on a Tuesday been like, oh, it's 3:45, I guess I'll get going. Like, everyone would be like, what the fuck is, part-timer?
No, and that is very true. So for someone like you and I, Nick, that have always come from a background of a job, like, you were there from this time to this time.
We don't have cookie cutter jobs.
No matter what. Like,
were you guys actually like punching a time clock?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you had to, but like you were scheduled for that shift. There was no, like, because everything revolved around where you were going to be and what you were doing.
Right.
It wasn't like, oh, separate projects here and there, or someone else can take care of it.
Yeah.
They needed your physical body there to do that job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so I know where Nick's coming from now, because, like, yeah, now, like, people are like, oh, it's noon. All right, I'll see you guys. And I'm like, wait a second. Like, you just got here at 8.
Yep. And it's Friday.
Like people have just up and left.
No one cares.
And all of a sudden they're not back. And I'm like, wait, are they coming? They're like, oh, no, I think they left for the day.
Right.
I'm like, wait, hang on. I mean, no one actually knows if they left for the day?
No, because everyone kind of feels like they're doing the walk of shame. Like they just had a hookup and they're trying to just grab their shoes and fucking go. Like, nobody wants to talk about it. Everyone's just like, you know what?
Dude.
It's easier for all of us if I just pretend I'm going to the bathroom and I never come back.
You Irish exit from work?
Yes. Dude, people Irish exit from work on
Well,
Fridays
if you don't
all
have to
the
punch
time.
a time clock, then you just need to work this out. How can I get the fuck out of here?
Well, you got to think about it. Most, and I know you
working
are not
from
working.
home is
You don't
different
work
from
in an
working
office.
from the office. It's a totally different
But
strategy.
most management is salaried. So they're not getting anything extra by staying till 5 o'clock on a Friday. So they try and wrap up their day and fucking, get out at 3:45, whatever it may be.
Right.
And to Cory's point, like what we used to do, we just had a job where physically your presence was required and you had to respond accordingly. But when you work a job like Cory and I and you work now, it's almost a new appreciation, because if you apply yourself, you can get work done early. Like, it's not like you're just shaving away sanding away at this big piece of wood and it's still going to be there the next week and you're just going to keep sanding it and nothing's going to change. Like, this is stuff that you can actually say, hey, if I apply myself, I can get my work done early. And we never worked in an environment where you could get things done and then relax. Like, it was just, you had to be available.
Yeah. Yeah. So now, like, when I ask for, like, hey, like, I know, but because before, every other job I've worked with Nick and others, in the same field, you go to your boss and be like, yeah, can I, this day I kind of need to leave early. You're like, fuck. Okay, like, now I got to rearrange all this shit and do this.
I got to find someone to cover for
like,
you.
I'm like, okay, like, and now I've been like, hey, boss, can I, on Thursday, like, I got this thing.
It's really weird if you call her that.
Well, I'm not gonna use the actual name.
Hey, boss.
So I'm like, I like on Thursday, like, I got this family thing at 3. She's like, oh yeah, go ahead. I'm like, wait, what?
Yep.
I can just go. She's like, yeah, it's fine, and then just make it up on Friday or Saturday or the rest of the pay period, whenever you want to make up that time. I'm like, holy shit, this is so weird.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's a blessing and a godsend from what we used to do.
Jason is beside himself right now.
Yeah,
Jason Schwartzman that I work with.
I've been putting him up on the screen.
Great guy. Awesome guy. Heart of gold. Love the guy.
Easy, buddy.
He's not like a supervisor or anything. He's
So I'm not sure why you're complimenting so much.
Because he is. He's a great guy.
Does he owe you money?
No.
All right. Do you owe him money?
No.
Right.
He is currently at work right now, and he's like, yep, except for me. Yep, all that applies to you guys except for me. He says, except for me, these damn fuckers skating out early. He goes, yeah, I remember my first part-time job too, guys.
Look, when you're salaried, as Cory said.
Nick said.
What's that?
Yeah, what I
Nick
said.
said that.
Yeah.
I didn't even finish my sentence yet. So,
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
when you're salaried, comma, as Cory said,
Oh.
comma,
Oh, okay. There we go. Gotcha.
yeah,
There's the double English major I know.
you're don't fucking touch me. You're trying to get your job done in the fewest amount of hours possible, and you're looking at the clock, and you're like, okay, how can I get the fuck out of here, and who do I have to do to skate out without anyone noticing?
Who do you have to do?
Whoa.
Did I say who?
You did.
It still applies. Whether it was what or who, it still applies.
Okay.
But
Brown chicken,
if
brown
you
cow.
If you are hourly, you have the complete opposite sometimes viewpoint, and especially if you're like if any of the guys that work for me come to me and they're like, hey, I've got to go to court, or I've got a doctor's appointment, I need to take a half day off, and I'm like, excellent. I can't. I'm so excited to hear that, because that means that you are going to work harder for me, because you are not getting paid for that time that you're taking off. So these guys are not bachelors. They have kids. They have children. They have lives. They have to pay for it. So
Lives and wives?
lives and wives. Whenever someone says, "Hey, I need to take time off work that's unplanned," and I'm like, excellent. I needed someone to work overtime this week, and you are now my guy.
Yeah, I mean that's the give and take that you have with
is.
that kind of a schedule. Yeah, same thing. If I'm like, hey, can I leave early today? Then at some point I'm gonna have to make that time up.
Well, when you're salaried, I mean, you have to, and if I don't have a lot of experience with it at all, but you have to only imagine that there's this. It's like when you turn a GPS on to a location that you've been to many times, and you're trying to make good time, and the GPS wants to say, well, you're going to make it there by 10:20, and you're like, well, I'm going to drive a little faster. Maybe I'll make it there by 10:05. You're at a race with the clock. So
I think we just hit the race to the clock. It's been 5 minutes. I think we're
yeah,
good.
that's fine. So
All right.
So in the same circumstance, you're constantly competing with time in regards to your hourly rate. Mm-hmm. You get out early, you go from making $25 an hour to $30 an hour because you're shaving off those hours.
That's
so,
right.
I mean, to me, I feel like that's the way I would be if I was salary. I'd be like, oh, fucking what do I want to get paid this amount, or do I want to get paid this amount? I'm done with what I need to. Let's fucking go. It's Friday.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Okay, that's all I cared about.
All right, fair enough. Have we all answered it then?
Yeah.
Excellent, sir. Cory, I got to swing the spotlight back over to you, sir. Do you want the TikToks long or the? Oh, that's the only one left. I've removed the other one. I guess that's what you ready? Sit back, folks, and prepare yourself for 2.5 minutes of scintillating.
Are you ready?
Synthesized genius, courtesy of Todd Dillon. Why are you turning that up higher? It does not.
It's amazing.
No, it literally.
Hold on.
It literally pegs
favorite part.
It pegs the meter in GarageBand.
All right, Cory.
It literally pegs the meter in GarageBand to the point where like it.
Don't say peg that many times. Cory's getting turned on.
All right, here we go.
I'm getting a little hard over here. Can't even focus now.
If this isn't our greatest episode, I don't know why we're doing this.
Oh,
right.
God. If we lick our balls one more time in this fucking show.
So this first one, this gentleman had some dental work done.
Uh-huh.
He got very numbed up, and he apparently had a bad reaction to it.
Yeah.
And you'll see what that reaction is.
What the fuck?
Audio.
You got to turn up the Bluetooth.
He's got them all muted. He's still got... Okay.
Here we go.
Dude, that looks like Bell's palsy.
Oh, my God, dude.
Oh, shit.
He looks like Popeye.
He definitely looks like a modern-day Popeye.
without the corncob pipe.
Dude,
He literally cannot open or not close the one side of his face. It's just sitting there.
Listen,
It's weird that his eye isn't closed, but he's laughing real hard. Like they should both be like closed tight.
Yeah.
But the one eye's like, nope.
I don't think that's from dental work. I think that's Bell's palsy.
No, I saw this video. He literally said,
He said he had a bunch of dental work
I
done.
just went to the dentist. Right.
I get that, but they don't put Novocaine in your forehead and eyes, and his eyes will
Maybe
not.
he asked for it.
No,
Nick, I will tell you, after the extensive amount of dental work I've had done,
yeah,
That is true.
You've told me many things.
Scientists have said.
You've said it. You've said it's amazing, and you've also said it's the worst decision you've ever made.
Either way, he
So
still
I don't
has
know-
more knowledge on the subject than you or
I don't know who to trust, that
No.
Cory or
No,
this
but
Cory.
Trust anyone but you or I. He's definitely been.
you can get numbed up to the point where you'll feel it in your entire face.
Okay, I believe you.
I've never had it like that by any means, where it was split down the middle.
You didn't have a
But
little bit of Popeye.
Yeah, all he needs is a corncob pipe.
Yeah.
that is a good enough. But so that's the first one I had for you guys.
All right.
Is he strong to the fittest because he eats spinach?
Did you say strong to the fittest?
Isn't that what it is?
No.
To
Strong
the
to the
finish?
finish because he eats his spinach.
Finich.
Have you never seen this show?
What's finich?
Because it rhymes with fucking spinach.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yes. Do you know what a rhyme is?
Yeah,
Fittest doesn't rhyme with
Okay,
spinach.
you're the one that fucking you're
I'm just
excited
telling you
about telling me
about-
that I'm making up words that I'm clearly not, and
Yeah.
now you're saying a song that they made up words just for purely the point of rhyming is fine?
Yeah.
No.
Nick, if it rhymes, it's okay.
I'm pretty sure it's I'm strong as the fittest
Nope.
because I eats
No.
me spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Listen.
Oh my god.
Gina
I
or
don't
anyone
know. I
else who's
don't know
out
what
of
it
the-
is.
Anyone else out there, please feel free to text or call in his 618 Shocker. Anyone who's of an advanced age like myself, who's seen a Popeye cartoon or read the comics, back me up. Sorry, go ahead, Cory.
no, because now I'm interested in what these
You
lyrics
just
are.
assume I'm correct.
Bob is correct,
There
buddy.
you go. All right, what do you got
I'm
for us?
strong to the finish
Yeah.
because I eats my spinach. So I would guess that that's probably a word then that we just don't know.
No, it's not a word. It is a made-up word that just rhymes with another word.
That is the
Because
dumbest
it's a,
thing.
It was a comic strip, and he was Popeye.
Strong to the
I mean,
finish.
He
now,
was
now,
Popeye.
now that I see the
There were so many made-up words.
next that I see the next set of lyrics that are not played in the show.
I love how you
I'm
expect Popeye to be like
I'm
grammatically
one
correct.
tough gazookas which hates all palookas. So yeah, I guess that proves Bob's point that
Yes.
they just
Yeah,
I
making
think
up
decided to
words.
fucking made up
I think
make
you
up
did.
words. That's
100%.
ridiculous.
Clearly.
You're welcome, guys.
All right.
All right, so this next one, I only came across this because Tom Segura is in it, and this is a panel of Joe Rogan, Tom Segura, some other comedians, and they're doing an amateur night. And
Do you know the name of that comic right there? Because I knew it at one point, and it is on the tip of my tongue, and I cannot.
I do too.
Greg Fitzsimmons?
That could be correct.
All right, let's just assume it is. Keep
So
going.
there was a comic on stage, and he got done with his set, and they kind of apparently have like a panel afterwards that they talk to him about like his actual life and what he enjoys and whatever. And this specific comic had a very odd hobby or like. So here you go.
Something you think we should know about you? What's something interesting about you?
I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
The fuck?
I just like how they feel. You know what I'm saying? They feel real good. I got this one. It just feel
goodness,
good.
is that
He's
a
got one
rock?
in his pocket?
Yeah, I got a couple of them. I like this one. I got this outside earlier. You know what I'm saying?
That
Have you always done that?
Yeah. I just like the way they feel. They just make me go to sleep and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Is this like you with the pillowcases?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh my god.
Look, when you're high, this is amazing. I imagine.
Yeah.
So,
I wish I was there with you guys.
Scientists have said when you're high,
No, science has said.
this is amazing. No, it was scientists.
Yeah. Oh, we couldn't call the episode science.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes, I stupidly used that.
I apologize.
135
I
episodes
just
ago.
made a finish.
I look
Not-
forward
not
to
in your
talking to
pants,
you about
did you?
this tomorrow.
I do
It's
not.
going to be hilarious.
I do not.
All right. So this next one, this was actually given to me by a coworker. And for all of those that work in
So was it Danielle on a Monday or a Saturday?
No, I'm off on Mondays.
On Saturday.
Right, I think that's
No,
some joke
as-
he's making.
As a matter of fact, she's probably going to hate me for this, but April, this is from April at work that showed me
The month
this.
of April?
Oh yeah, you've told me a lot about April.
Oh, she knows all about April.
I've never heard about April.
No, neither have I. It's the first time.
All right, well, here you go.
I think she's made up.
Push this button, a coworker dies, but you get $100.
I can't do it, man.
No, you're too good. Hey, Shantek.
Yeah.
Push this button and a coworker dies, but you get $100.
Okay, do I get to pick the coworker?
Nope.
That is a great
Oh, man, I
question.
don't have to pass.
Nah, you're a good dude. Hey, Dave. Push this button and a coworker dies.
I was gonna say Dave's gonna smash that.
You didn't let me finish.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was supposed to be push this button and a coworker dies, but you get $100. Wow, I guess I owe you $100.
It's never about the money. Mike,
Yeah.
give the button. The button.
Oh.
That is great. I haven't seen that before.
Brandon.
Oh,
Whoa.
Greatest hits.
Hey-o.
Hey, welcome to the Schnozzcast TikTok's Greatest Hits Show. Corey.
all right. This
From
last.
that button?
Oh, am I the button? All right, this last one, you kind of got to pay close attention because there's a British accent that's kind of hard to hear through, but it's thick, dude. It's thick.
All right.
1776, my friends.
Forsooth.
Daddy, really quickly, what's the difference between a kidney bean and a chickpea?
I don't know.
I've never had a kidney bean on my face.
Would you want a chick? Get outside here.
You showed this.
Did I show this one
Yeah,
already?
you did.
It looked familiar,
Yeah,
but I'm
he
like,
showed
maybe
it.
I saw it.
Oh,
on my own.
shit.
I remember hating it then.
Didn't I send you a few of them?
Yeah.
There are a few. Oh, okay. All right. Well, there. Yeah.
Yeah.
No need to say any more. I didn't like what you sent me.
I mean,
It's the message I've
I've
just
sent him
got.
stuff. He doesn't. It's
Yeah, I don't-
he gets
yeah,
pretty
no.
territorial.
I filed
I've sent him
those
stuff. He's like, oh my god, that's hilarious. And
I
I'm like,
filed
yeah,
those
and I
right where
never-
they should go.
I never see him. So
in the bin, which is circular.
they're in the hopper.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see them next week.
Yeah.
And everybody else, we can't wait to see you next week. Thank you for tuning in to the Schnozzcast on behalf of Cory and Nick and Todd Dillon. Rest in peace, sir. See you next week.